Bringing old-time YouTube whimsy back. This is Tell It Someone. First question, of course, from Jonathan Stern. I love blueberries, which are loaded with antioxidants. What happens when I run out of oxidants? Well, of course, if you run out of oxidants, then, well, you know, like ozone, fluorine, chlorine, sulfur dioxide, permanganate, antimony, or pentafluoride, whatever, nitric acid, then what you got to do is, you know, the antioxidants have succeeded. And you know, when there's no antioxidants left to you know, be anti to, then you're fine. You live forever. This is not medical advice. Next question from Bra. The question is, what will happen when someone eats Oreos with orange juice? Oh, you know what I said about the antioxidants? That's what happens. I don't know what's in Oreos, and I know what's in orange juice because what you do is you squeeze the orange and the stuff comes out, the stuff that leaks from the orange, that's what orange juice. But I don't know what is in Oreos, but if you eat the Oreo with the orange juice, it's like a party in your mouth, but it's gone really ugly. Like one of those Diddy parties that I've heard about and definitely never ever been to ever. It's like that. Well, some of the people might be having a good time, but others are not having a good time, and they know they're going to get blackmailed eventually. Next question, of course, is from Hervey Wasawas. Is it possible to choke on ice, or would it melt first? Ask Diddy. No. Well, I mean, it depends on how cold the ice is and what sort of ice it is, because if it's dry ice, then you're going to have problems putting dry ice in your mouth. You just don't. That's why they put the holes in the ice, so you can breathe through the holes in the ice. And it's not that it's like improperly frozen and stuff. Yeah, they put the holes in the ice deliberately like that for reasons. And that's the reason, so you don't choke. It's like those holes in the pen tips and stuff that you get these days. They didn't have those in the 80s and stuff, and everybody choked to death. Everybody choked to death on those pen lids. I know, I was there. Next question, of course, is from Kwame River. We watch cooking shows on Saturday mornings. Do you watch any? Which one? Well, I thought cartoons were what people watched on the television, and I watch Tasting History. It's a cooking show. I don't watch it on Saturday mornings, though. That's a sacred time for cartoons. Old-timey cartoons, not these new cartoons that all look the same. Old-timey cartoons, like Simpsons from the 90s and Flintstones from the... Oh my God, I'm old. Next question, of course, is from Hervey Wasawas. Did it rain on Travis because they lied when they were 17? Now, I looked at that film clip, and it starts with him in the boot of a car and tied up. And I think what's going on is that the singer of Travis, I think his name is Travis, I think, he breaks out of the car and goes around and sings in the rain. I think it's a Travis problem that he goes out into the middle of a quarry in a Cornish in the Cornish countryside and goes and sings in the rain because it's a Travis thing to do. He's complaining about how it's raining on him, but no, it's actually him that's going out in the rain. And if he just kept in the boot of his car and tied up with a gag on his mouth, then he would have been fine. He wouldn't have been rained on at all. This is a Travis problem. Blame Travis. I don't know what lies he said. Why has YouTube brought me in here? Asks HTSOK. I don't know. The algorithm says so, and you must obey the algorithm. So, unless it says to not come to my channel. I need money. Next question, of course, from Real Prune. The title is so badly written and it has no meaning. You could benefit from punctuation. Okay. Happy now. Next question, of course, is from Nish Brown. What would be your walkout song if you were a professional fighter? Well, any song would be a walkout song because I'm going to turn around and walk out of there before I get my head killed. It's not a good place for a guy like me to be. Look at me. I'm fat and I'm stiff and my ankles are sore. I'm not like Hulk Hogan and takes a massive amount of very fun drugs and steroids and painkillers and stuff. I'm just some guy who sits around all day doing nothing. And being in a fight, specifically a professional fight, would probably be damaging for my health. And if I'm going to damage my health, then it's going to be from like eating too many biscuits and not, you know, getting hit in the head by a professional fighting person. Next question is, this is the last question of the day, from Reverend Dr. Joe Freddy. How do you rank the Arnott shaped flavours? Which is the most awesome and which is the most putrid? Well, of course, there's a lot of Arnott shapes to choose from, and yes, I saw that video from Friendly Geordies, and I don't want to plagiarise him, but I have done a lot of studying into this very question, and it's chicken crimpy. It's chicken crimpy. Yes, I agree with Friendly Geordies on one thing and other things, but this one thing I agree with Friendly Geordies on. Chicken crimpy are the best ones, and everything else is putrid. There used to be this other competing one called in a biscuit, like chicken in a chicken in a biscuit and spicy tomato in a biscuit and stuff, and they were good. And then they stopped making them here in Australia and started making them in China. And I don't know. It was better when the tobacco company owned them for reasons. I don't know what the reasons are, but they were very, very addictive. The chicken in the biscuit were very, very addictive. I don't know why. But then the tobacco company sold them off and they started to be made in China, and now it's back to the chicken in chicken crimpy shapes, which are really, really good. But they're lacking that special something that the tobacco company put in the other ones for reasons. I think that might be why I'm so fat. That's it for Tell Someone for this week. If you would like to ask me a question, then ask me a question in the question asking place below, or you can answer this dovetail question. Oh, it's pertinent to something that I said in the thing with the thing. Oh, that's unusual. Dovetail question. There's nothing else that I'm forgetting now, I don't think. So that's it for Tell Someone. I'm Dangerously Talented and I don't have a cool sign-off. This is the point where I try to turn off the camera in an amusing way. Oops, I forgot to